Hey, what's up guys? I'm here in the room that used to hold the Mona Lisa, but there's all these massive, huge paintings around me. And I'm here by myself for now, but not for long. I can hear people. But I wanted to do a video on aerial perspective and lost edges. So I'm gonna walk around to these paintings and show you how that adds mood and atmosphere and depth to the painting or the drawing. And you can also do it in photography, like chiaroscuro lighting scenarios, but I'm going to mainly show you how to use it in drawing and painting, or how the masters used it in drawing and painting. So let me show you these, and I'm going to point them out. So when we talk about edges, we're talking about not like a straight line like this. Let me see. If you can see this straight line, this dark line right by the dog's leg, that's a line, it's not an edge. So when you work your way down, you can see this dark area, how it blends and fades into the structure. That's an edge. So we're going to be looking at lost edges, how they're kind of faded away into the background shadow areas to create a sense of depth. This painting's so massive, it's hard to see right off the bat, but like right here you can see the shadow area of his calf, how it blends into the same color of the background. It's a lost edge there, it's just fading away and creating depth. So you've got aerial perspective, which is the lighting scenario, and a sense of atmosphere, like all this right here, how it's all kind of faded into the shadows around this guy's legs. If you get close, there's a dog growling in the background, but he's kind of faded into the shadows. So that's aerial perspective. And one thing you can do with your paintings and drawings is incorporate this kind of faded. You lose the edge a little bit and it fades into the background right here. See how it's all the same color? So it fades into the background and creates depth. So if you have a drawing that's full of lines, like see this guy's leg, it's a solid line. It's not an edge, but that's there to define, against the background there. It serves a purpose, but if you have a drawing that's full of lines and the character or the subject matter kind of just looks two-dimensional because there's no depth or atmosphere in there, try erasing an edge in like one of the corners or off to the side. Like see how this edge is lost in this guy's foot here. It just kind of fades into the background. And there's a nice line there to help define against that, the white background, or the lighter background, since the horse leg is white also. So he's just helping define that form and structure a little bit better by creating that line. But it also fades inward a little bit, like hair, horse hair. But let's look at this one. I'll give you the full view of this one. I remember it from last time I was here in 2010. I remember this painting, and some guy was painting it. So you can see how the hair kind of there's a clear distinction of hair, and then if you follow it down, you can see how it just kind of blends into the background there. So that's a lost edge, but it's also aerial perspective, with all this shadow areas being created. You can see it up here in the foot on the left side. You see how it's just kind of blending there. And let's see. Let's go to the next one because I can't really show you what's up top there. like this guy's face. So right here's a good example. This lady's hair just kind of goes and fades into the background here, and then blends into the next shadow shape. Right here, that kind of this blending process here. The edge of this toe. So in the GoPro, it's kind of increasing the contrast between the foot and the background, but in real life, it's really not that contrasty. And what is this? This big, what is that, a robe? See how her robe is black and it's just kind of fading into the background there. It's lost edge plus aerial perspective. Pretty cool. You can see the arabesque in there too. Going around like that. This one, just covering the aerial perspective and lost edges, but you can see the dominant diagonal coming up there, creating movement in these ones too. You can see it here where the ore comes and meets the water. It kind of dissolves right there a little bit. And then up here where the shield meets the dark background. So it's just little areas. Obviously this one fades into the darkness, but here's another one. If you follow the shape of the dolphin looking creature, I think it's a mythological creature, but if you follow this shape, you can see right around in this area. It's going to lose contrast and kind of create that lost edge into aerial perspective. So we're getting pretty lucky with nobody in here. I'll do one more. Let's see. This one, obviously you can see the dark areas on the bottom here. That's the aerial perspective, creating all that depth around the side too. You can see that dominant diagonal coming up, the Baroque diagonal, and this arabesque coming around here. But let me look close. Let's see. That one's too obvious. Let me show you one right here. So there's three shapes right here. This red area, this lighter cloth, and then the dog. So you can see right in the middle there how they're all blending together. All the edges are kind of being lost in that area there. So it's creating a nice depth. It kind of creates a little mood too. I'm looking for a couple more spots. Well, you can really see it like at the back of the leg there. Kind of gets lost and blends into the darkness of the background. So that's it, you guys. If you have a drawing or a painting, try and erase some spots or paint over some spots to try and lose an edge or two in little areas and create that atmosphere and aerial perspective. Just give it a try and see what you think. A lot of the classical atelier students and artists do that. They do it a lot in their drawings, but give it a try and see. Let me know what you think. All right, take care guys, bye.